For those of you watching this recording, I want to welcome you to the Your Way workshop. We're doing these every single month where we get into an awesome group here with so many scrapbookers. I send you into breakout groups to talk about the theme of the month. This month's theme is curating your photos. And then we come back together for this part of the conversation, which is the recording that you're watching now. This is our takeaways and lessons learned. So I'm so excited to hear what everyone learned today. So if you want to like visually raise your hand, I will spotlight you. Who wants to share first? Don't, oh, all right. Spotlight video.
Okay, hello. The insight that I had from the 3 questions that we were asked is and I've known this for a long time, I'm not a photo-oriented person.
Oh.
I have probably over 30,000 photos in my iCloud account. Many of them are duplicates, but when I am telling a story, I always start with the words first.
Okay.
If I can do it without a photo, I will probably find one to go with the story, but I am story oriented. And that was the insight that came through.
How do you think that, how does that impact the choices that you make here in terms of photo displays or photo books or gift projects? Does it mean that you don't do them or you come at them from a different perspective?
I don't have any photos on display. I have not done a photo book, although as I shared with the group, I do blog, and one of the reasons I started blogging was to capture the story, but also to add some photos to it. And the last question we had, I came up with 0 with that too. So,
fascinating. That's so interesting.
It's words. It truly
is. Mm-hmm. Have you given any like journal type projects before?
Have I done any journal?
Have you done any gift projects that were focused on the words? I swear you've shared some of those for sure.
I do layouts and I've done some journal things, but I haven't done anything that would measure up to or be similar to a photo book in the sense of it's being a journal. Not yet.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you.
Book. You're still working on your life book, right?
Oh yeah, well, I still got a few moments left compared to the past.
I just meant writing it. You're working on writing your story.
Exactly, writing and living it, because that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to share next?
Everybody.
Carol. All right, spotlight you. Okay. You unmute yourself.
There we go. Well, this is from our first breakout. I just wrote down 3 things that I wanted to try and do in 2020. And that was print something on metal, something on canvas. Ooh. And see if my husband, I'm going to give him this job, if he can get the TV to rotate pictures. Somebody said the Roku.
Oh, that's a fun idea.
Could do that.
I would love a way to do that that was very automated. I came up with a question about what was a total bust, because of one thing that was a bust for me was using a digital photo frame, because I loaded photos and then I never changed it. So I have one batch of photos from 2011 on there, and that's it.
But they're great photos.
They are. After Emily was born, but yeah. I like the printing on metal idea. I did a metallic print once, but I gave it away like immediately, so I can't even like experience it. I experienced it for like 20 seconds before I wrapped it.
There is a new photo frame I heard about recently that you can like automatically send photos to, and it'll automatically update. It may be a subscription service to be able to do that.
Uh-huh.
I wish I could remember what the name was, but it sounds, because I wanted those digital things. I thought, okay, and something else I won't update. But if it's something like from your phone, you can just, send it to it. Yeah. I could see that it might be updated. It might depend what the subscription costs. That could be worth like $20, $30 a year to put that up. So I know if you have Apple TV, you can make it do photos from your iCloud.
Yeah.
I don't have Apple TV, but I was just thinking about that, and like I would get stuck with the digital. But the new one sounded interesting. I wish I could remember the name of it, but I guess if you start searching digital,
The
frame.
digital
New
frame.
one would be Bluetooth, and then you can send it by Bluetooth or something, maybe.
Yeah, this sounded like you could email it to it, or you could set it up so like you had like almost like my Google Photos automatically update. Like you could send it like to a shared cloud or whatever. They were talking about how you could, if you gave it to a family member, like grandparents who are far away, then it would automatically, you would be sending the photos, and they would just suddenly see new ones come through. And I thought that was a cool idea.
That'd be awesome.
I don't know how to talk.
Go ahead, Sierra.
Okay. So I have the Pixar frames, and we actually gave them as gifts to all the grandparents because there's a dedicated email address that you can send to, but it also syncs with any of the online accounts. SmugMug is the one I use. I couldn't remember that in the first breakout session. So from Lightroom, like I just drop all my photos in my SmugMug, like whatever in Lightroom, and it automatically uploads, syncs to the frame, then on they go. I mean,
That's amazing.
It's super handy, and we've had this a couple years, and as long as I remember to update them, everybody's happy. So
Yeah, I can see my mom really appreciating me doing that. So
yeah, they're great.
All right, who wants to share something else?
Well, my takeaway was from Monica that I spend a lot of time making travel books and annual albums and other kinds of things, and it never occurred to me that I could just make a photo book for me of pictures I like, just because I like them. So that was great.
Sometimes the simplest ideas are the best.
Yeah.
I love that.
Sierra, what was the name of that frame that you said you sent to grandparents?
Yeah, it's Pixar, Pixstar.
Nice.
Pixar.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Cool, that's awesome.
My colleague today was talking about how from her phone in the morning she's got one of those cat cams to watch her cats, but now she also has a Roomba. So not only she was watching her automatic cat feeder and her automatic litter scooper and watching her actual alive cats, she was watching her Roomba like vacuum her house. So this is the world we're living in today.
That's a lot of free time.
I told her she needs to become a scrapbooker now that she has all this free time.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, any other takeaways? Things that you want to try? Amy, all right, go ahead.
So I can't say that I'm going to try it, but we did talk about having lay flat albums when we do photo books, how that was a big key to being able to save them and have kids look at them, and it's worth the money is what we decided in our little breakout session.
I've never ordered a lay flat myself, but they're so beautiful. I've seen many.
Yeah, I did one and I was glad I did it that way because I was worried.
Cool. All right. So you guys may or may not have seen this, but on Instagram I shared that I finally put a photo in a frame downstairs that had a piece of pattern paper in it for 4 years. It was a very lovely piece of striped pattern paper from October afternoon, and everybody wondered, what is that? But I finally put a photo in it, a pretty photo, a Christmas-related one, and I will, before January, print out another one to stick in there. And the whole project took 10 minutes or less, and I'm glad I finally did it, so.
I gave you props for having pattern paper in there because we actually just started naming the people in the stock photos, and we would call them or whatever. 'Cause it took me so long to get actual frames or actual pictures. So good on you for at least getting something pretty.
That's just one of the frames. There's still pattern paper in 2 others. The 3 of them up on my bed just say IKEA. And then I have several in like a gallery wall that have the stock photos. And one of them like looks like my daughter's friend Emmy. And so she's like, you need to get Emmy out of that photo before, family comes for the holidays because they're going to ask about who this other child is. So that's the plan. I'm going to work on that gallery wall next. So
I guess you could easily take the pictures down until you get around to doing it.
well, I think put the photos in is the easy part, but I do want to rearrange the gallery wall again since nobody seemed to like it. So
I have always thought I'd like to do a gallery wall of all the kids' artwork. Like
nice.
size IKEA frames, shrink it down so it fits, or enlarge it so it fits same size IKEA frames, and do this big gallery wall of all the kids' artwork from when they were little.
That
They're
sounds
all
amazing.
20s and 30s now, but
I think that I have my daughter's artwork all over the house, and those are some of my favorite things that I have framed. And I've realized that I'm more of like a grid gallery wall person than the staggered, because it's just so hard to get it so it looks right.
That doesn't surprise me, Jennifer.
I think the mixed tiles would be great for the kids' artwork.
Yeah, I just saw the ads for those recently, and they look
I've ordered a
fabulous.
bunch. They're nice. They really are nice. They're easy to use. And
Do
so,
they affect the finish on your walls when you're like moving them all over the place? Like how well do they adhere, or how well
they
do they
adhere
not
very
adhere?
well. I haven't moved them. They're in my office. I should try because the office paint likes to come off very easily.
Okay.
I use command hooks in my personal house and have never had a problem at the office. However, we were using them for decorations and it keeps taking the paint off, which I think says something about the paint quality at the office more than anything else. But I have mine up and they look great. Everybody loves coming in and seeing them. And for kids' artwork, that would be great. I mean, they have to be square, but most of my kids' artwork, I could take a square section of it, and that could be kind of a cool
abstract sort of thing. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Or even if you want the whole thing, you could just make it into a square with a white around it or black around it or something. So yeah, that's a really good idea.
So this is called mixed tile?
Mixed tiles. As far as I know, it's an app. That's all I've always ordered from my phone. It's $49, which includes shipping for 3, and then I think it's like $5 or $8 for each additional one, and they're good size, 8x8, 10x10, on foam core, and they come with the little sticky things.
Nice.
Move them around. I'm impressed with them. I think they're definitely worth, and it's easy. I
know that Persnickety Prints has a big photo collage thing that you can do. It's like a poster. Yeah, and you upload the photo, like a big tiled grid of your images. That would also be good for kids' artwork.
Yes. Yeah, they call it their Instagram print. I think it's like 30 or 60 pictures. And I think that'd be kind of fun if you have a big space. Put a bunch of those, even if everyday photos, and then print it off once a year or every 6 months or something that kind of looks back over what you're doing.
A good gift for family members, though, that maybe don't get to see all those photos because we're hoarding them on our phones.
And it's a big, you don't even have to frame it. It's just a good size poster that you can put up.
Sierra, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying we put artwork on magnets too. Like Shutterfly does those magnet specials from time to time. And that's a good smaller size for those who aren't brave enough to put stuff on the walls. So, and still gets the artwork out there.
Yeah, I like those. My daughter's school does Artsonia, which I think is free for everyone to use. I'm not sure. And my mom has ordered some magnets of her artwork from that. So, all right. Any other final thoughts tonight?
These are very enjoyable. I like the way you've set this up.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah, me too. I think it's super fun. Next month's topic is creative habits. I think this will be a juicy conversation because it's not so cut and dry as I've tried this. Like it's, these are some challenges here. Like, how do we make things happen? One thing that I've been super fascinated by, and this stemmed partly from this week's podcast conversation, is there's some people that are just so good at creating. They don't lack motivation. They have a desire and they go and they take action. And then there's some people that have lots of desires and it takes like an activation energy. It takes effort to go and sit down and do that thing. And I don't think it's necessarily that we're kind of setting ourselves up wrong. I think it's like an inherent like personality, like a trait of how you behave when you have an idea or an inspiration. I mean, I'm super fascinated by this because there's certainly very, very different types of people. I'm guessing that a lot of you are the type that maybe need that activation energy, need accountability, and that's why you like to hang out at Simple Scrappers, because we provide that for each other. Otherwise, you'd just be off creating, watching YouTube videos in the background, and you wouldn't need anything else. So I think that January is definitely going to be fascinating. We have so much good stuff coming up. Just stay tuned to your email. There are so many little projects in the works right now. I am so excited for 2020, and I am, thrilled to start off this new series, the Your Way workshops. Every single month we'll be coming together in this format, and I hope that all of you come back again, and all of you watching in the replay, join us next time. All right, guys, thanks, and talk to you later.
Night. Happy holidays.
Jennifer, I just want to show you, I put in my new day planner every month what Simple Scrapper's doing for the month. So I got
nice, very cool. Inside of the membership, we also created a black and white printable calendar that shows all those themes too.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. All right, guys.